trouble with our liberal friends is not that they're ignorant. It's just that they know so much that isn't so.
Ain't nobody trailblazing. Rap game is in a stale placing. Sales looking like snails racing. All the males ain't men. Hold their fingers up to hail Satan. Bet them niggas got their nails painted. It's an agenda. Everybody thinking they could change their gender. I could join the WNBA and play center. Just identify as a they, them. And if it makes sense, then they censor. It's a brain bender. Internet feel like a hive mind. We need protection from text, speech, a high crime. Reject the TOS and be arrested. See, the best thing you could do is respect the fucking guidelines. Pro-establishment, these activists are full of it. Act like they compassionate, but that's a bunch of Bolshevik. Fascists are in fashion, see they cap it from the look of it. Leninists are really menaces, there ain't no benefits to Marxism. I don't even feel like rhyming, it's Marxism. If you seeking, then you'll find out it's Marxism. I'll repeat it one more time, that is Marxism. For the people left behind, Marxism. They ain't even trying to hide it, it's Marxism. You don't see it, then you blind, cause it's Marxism. Maybe read between the lines, this is Marxism. Imagine being on their side. People united will never be defeated. Evilish tyrants forever will be scheming. We wasting time with the petty disagreements. Devil and his demons are pledging the allegiance. Why you think that they attacking masculinity and silencing men time and time and again? I won't pretend that we ain't kinda intense, but violence in men's the only line of defense. The smartest way to bring a nation to its knees. Take who keep it safe, emasculate them till they weak. Shame us for our nature and berate us when we speak. Ask her how a day, now you a rapist and a creep. Tell a woman she don't need to seek a husband. Why she reproducing when she could just be productive? Freeze your eggs, go and be a breadwinner. The bun ain't even cooked, so it's cool to clean the oven. Female empowerment is titties on the gram. Posting your pics for a pitiful lonely man that wasn't creeping to that subscription to OnlyFans. Feminists are really menaces, there ain't no benefits to Marxism. I don't even feel like rhyming, it's Marxism. If you seeking, then you'll find out it's Marxism. I'll repeat it one more time, that is Marxism. For the people left behind, Marxism. They ain't even trying to hide it, it's Marxism. You don't see it, then you blind, cause it's Marxism. Maybe read between the lines, this is Marxism. Imagine being on their side. People united will never be defeated. Evilish tyrants forever will be scheming. We wasting time with the petty disagreements. Devil and his demons are pledging the allegiance. People united will never be defeated. Evilish tyrants forever will be scheming. We wasting time with the petty disagreements. Devil and his demons are pledging the allegiance.
You know, someone very profoundly once said, many years ago, that if fascism ever comes to America, it'll find the name of liberalism.
All right, welcome back to the podcast. Straight from the hip, episode 10. Arrest Tim Walz and shut this shit down. That should be the primary goal of the Trump administration right now. Arresting Tim Walz and shutting this shit down. And I've said it numerous times in a bunch of different episodes of the podcast, is that we cannot go into these cities, okay, these cities with these illegal immigrants, all right, and go in half-cocked, okay? And it just proves today that we can't do that. We can't go into these cities not having a plan to just shut the whole shit down. And we've toyed around with these protesters in LA. We've toyed around with these protesters in Chicago and a couple other places I can't remember where at. But now it has gotten to the point in Somalia, or in Little Somalia, Minnesota, where a protester was shot and killed today. All right? And part of me feels bad for the person that they were so brainwashed that they would decide to block traffic from a federal ICE agent, enough to the point where they were willing to run over that ICE agent and got shot and killed. Okay? It sucks that these people are getting brainwashed to this degree, but it's just, the facts are the facts, okay? And we're going to get into those facts. We're going to look at those facts. We do have some video evidence that this just wasn't some random lady trying to turn her car around. Okay, I seen that bullshit right before I came on and went live. This wasn't some random lady trying to turn her car around. Okay, so no matter what they tell you, that's fucking false. All right. But if you're wondering, like, how the fuck did we get here to the point where we had protesters protesting ICE agents trying to remove illegal immigrants? Okay, they're going in and trying to remove illegals from Minnesota. Okay, Minnesota's gonna fight back. Okay, because they're relying on these people for votes, and they're using these Somalians and all the other illegal immigrants to funnel in money and do money laundering, and somebody's getting a kickback somewhere. Okay, so you go in, you start messing with their assets when it comes to votes. When you start messing with their money, of course they're going to rile up their people and get them to try to fight back. Okay, not a good idea. I think Tim Walz right now is playing with fire, and we're going to go over that here in a second as well. I think that if Trump had any resemblance of nuts left, he would do what's supposed to be done. Okay? He will do what needs to be done for this country. And I've been saying it ever since he became president this time around. If you go in there and you don't have a fucking plan, and you're just going in there randomly, trying to get the criminals out, something bad's going to happen. And there's going to be another George Floyd. And I said this, I'll have to go back and I'll have to find the clip. I said there's going to be another George Floyd, and there's going to be riots, and just so happens it happened in fucking Minnesota. You can't make this up. I mean, I honestly, sometimes I feel like I'm living in a simulation. But this is where we're at as a country, all right? Are they going to riot for this lady that was shot and killed today? She is white. She is a liberal, okay? Are there going to be mass riots for this lady? I hope not. But if you're wondering how the fuck did we get here, well, this is a good reason as to why we are here currently, right now, as a country. Okay, why Minnesota's where it's at. Okay, let me rephrase that. So this will give you an idea of why the Minnesota citizens are doing what they're doing. So this is Tim Walz, and this was from May 17th, 2025. Okay, this is him talking about ICE.
Donald Trump's modern-day Gestapo is scooping folks up off the streets. They're in unmarked vans, wearing masks, being shipped off to foreign torture dungeons. No chance to mount a defense, not even a chance to kiss a loved one goodbye, just grabbed up by masked agents, shoved into those vans, and disappeared. To be clear, there's no way for us to know whether they were actually criminals or not. It's not hyperbole to say we're not far from a world where anyone could get that knock at a door. And there's no guarantee you'd get your day in court, or that you'd ever make it home alive from whatever corner of the world they stick you in. Now, if Trump and his folks want to come for Minnesotans, we need to make sure that there's a firewall that they have to come through before they get to them. Donald Trump.
So there is Tim Walz telling you exactly what they plan to do. There's going to be a firewall of people, keeping them from deporting illegal immigrants, keeping them from, them establishing and committing to, illegal immigration laws. Okay, if you're illegal here, you gotta fucking go. Okay, and I think where Trump's messed up is he came in and said, well, we're gonna do mass deportations. He ran on mass deportations, and then when he gets closer to like getting over the finish line and he becomes elected as the president, he starts backtracking. Well, we're just gonna get the criminals out. Well, I'm sorry, if you're here illegally, you are a fucking criminal. Okay? Let's get some consistency. And now, all of a sudden, we have this situation today, which we're going to look at it now, exactly what happened today. So this is what happened today in Minnesota. And I'll let you judge for yourself. Okay? I have my opinion. but this is what happened today in Minnesota. So as you can see, there's a car blocking traffic. Okay, there is a car blocking traffic.
Get the fuck out of our neighborhood!
Oh, really? Come on now.
Out car!
What the fuck? Dude, what the fuck? Dude, you did a murder for what?
Get the fuck out!
So you did a murder for what? Well, she was going to run one of the officers over, one of the ICE agents over. So, I mean, you couldn't really tell in that clip. That's a 40-second clip. You got to watch these clips coming out of Minnesota, okay? We were fooled by one of those once before, and that was the George Floyd clips, which turned out to be a fucking 8-minute video, which was really like a 20-minute altercation, but you only seen 8 minutes of it, okay? And then 3-4 months later, they released the full video, body cam footage. Or no, I think it was like cell phone footage or some shit like that. But anyway, so you have this situation here. All right, she's blocking the road. All right, and narrative and what they're trying to spin it as right now is that this person was just stuck in the middle of the road and was trying to turn around, and the ICE agents opened fire on them. Okay. That story doesn't match what this lady has to say. Okay, so this is an eyewitness to what happened today. And I don't know if she's left or right. It doesn't fucking matter, but this is a strong eyewitness that's going to prove that this was self-defense. So here we go. This is a lady that was at the crime scene today.
They clearly wanted her out of there because she was the main car leading the protest, is my understanding. I talked to another guy who was driving behind her, but she was very successful in blocking traffic. She was doing what she was set out to do, and so they wanted.
She was very successful at blocking traffic. Now, she was there and she was doing what she was set out to do. Block traffic. So she was a protester. She was an agitator. She was somebody that was there to just park their car in front of ICE agents. Okay? So they had already been dealing with this woman today. Alright? You get a 40-second video. And they've been probably dealing with this woman longer than fucking 40 seconds.
She was very successful in blocking traffic. She was doing what she was set out to do, and so they wanted to get her the hell out of there. Yeah.
So it looked like she was impeding ICE vehicles.
Definitely, yeah.
Okay.
That was her goal. They clearly wanted her out of there because she was the.
So they were clearly trying to block and impede these ICE raids, okay? And, she, in my opinion, I know it's kind of cliche, but she fucked around and found out. All right? This is the situation. This is a risk that you take anytime you go out to protest, okay? And I've always said this. If I ever got caught in a protest, and I know a lot of people will say, oh, man, you wouldn't do that. If I ever got caught in a protest and my fucking car was surrounded, I am running you the fuck over, especially if I have my family in the car. If I have my family in the car, it's a done deal. All right? In this situation, she goes straight towards the officer and then kind of turns her wheel at the last second, okay? And what a lot of people are saying is that was not self-defense, that she was trying to turn away from them. Well, there are other videos out, and I happen to have one of those videos where it stops it, kind of breaks it down, and you get like a slow-mo view of it. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to turn this into George Floyd 2.0. They're trying to rally the troops. They're trying to get the protest started. Tim Walz comes out right after this and basically calls for protest. And I got to find the video real quick. Let me see. I know I have it in here. But with... maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. Oh well, that's okay. That's okay. We can go different direction here. But he does say this. I did want to play this. So Tim Walz starts out like this, but there is another video out there, and I got to try to find it here in a second. But he does start out saying, basically telling the people of Minnesota to not take the bait. But let's go ahead and play the clip. I'll play the clip.
Minnesotans, don't take the bait. Do not take the bait. Do not allow them to deploy federal troops into here. Do not allow them to invoke the Insurrection Act. Do not allow them to declare martial law. Do not allow them to lie about the security and the decency of this state. And let's let this investigation play itself out. Let's make sure we protect our neighbors. I encourage you to use your First Amendment rights and all of your constitutional rights, but do so in a peaceful manner. We'll gather back with you as soon as we gather more information that needs to be put out. But again, stay safe. Minnesotans, don't...
Yeah, I'll have to find the other video, but he talks about, and I'll pull it up. Hold on. I'm going to try to find it real quick. But it's Tim Walz like telling them basically he wants Chicago and LA and Minnesota to get involved, and like it's this whole, you know, we need to push back against these fascists, and it's like, what the fuck are we doing? So yeah, let me see if I can find it. Okay, this is a little bit more of the clip. Tim Walz is a fucking idiot. And if this dude, between the Somalian fraud that's been going on for they've counted so far $500 million, okay? Between the Somalian fraud and this shit that's happening and what he's saying behind the podium, he's basically saying, there's a video out there, and I gotta try to find it, but there's one where he's like talking about deploying the Minnesota National Guard to fight against these ICE agents. That's not a fucking good idea. I wouldn't recommend that. I mean, we did just, Trump did just go into Venezuela and capture a fucking foreign government's leader or dictator in the middle of the night. Okay? I mean, what would stop him from going to Minnesota and doing it? Matter of fact, I actually encourage him to go to Minnesota and do it. This dude's a fucking idiot. And he's a criminal. He should be prosecuted. If it's true, which it seems to be so far, he should be prosecuted and convicted of fraud in Minnesota. Anyway, let's listen to what he's got to say.
To Donald Trump and Kristi Noem, you've done enough.
Look at this angry sign language interpreter on the side. What the fuck is this? What is this? Is this like what the fuck is that? Is that a man dude or a woman boy? It's a non-binary sign language person. Oh, fuck.
There's nothing more important than Minnesotan safety. I've issued a warning order to prepare the Minnesota National Guard. We have soldiers in training and prepared to be deployed if necessary.
There
I
it is.
remind you, a warning order is a heads up for folks. And these National Guard troops are our National Guard troops. They're teachers in your community. They're business owners. They're construction professionals. They are Minnesotans. Minnesota will not allow our community to be used as a prop in a national political fight. We will not take the bait. We will continue to update you, Minnesota, as we get more information. And from here on, I have a very simple...
Oh, man, the sign language person is super distracting, Kenneth. I agree. Super fucking distracting. It takes away from the message. And basically, Tim saying, we're going to fucking deploy our National Guard. And then Donald Trump's going to say, stand down. And they're going to be like, okay. I mean, what's the Minnesota National Guard going to do if Donald Trump actually decides to do something? Which I don't think he will. I'm hoping that this is like a wake-up call to Trump. Because if you don't do something now, all right, and you lose the midterms in 2026, we're all fucked. We're all fucked. And it's like, I don't understand why it's taken this long. Let's rally the troops. Let's go in, get all the illegal immigrants out, prosecute some people, remove the... This dude's got to go. Okay? He cannot be the governor for another year. If he is the governor for another year, this whole fucking thing is a joke. Okay? Just fucking write it all off. Nobody's going to jail. The deep state runs both sides of the government. Like, can we quit the charades? Okay? Politics don't mean shit if this dude's out running free being the governor of Minnesota. Alright? It doesn't exist. You're living in a fucking fairy tale land. Alright? We are living... And this is the thing. I don't think anything's going to happen. I really don't. I don't see this, like, ending in mass arrest. Okay? I just don't. I think it's a birds of a feather flock together type shit. And I think that's what we're going to see. We're going to see them kind of just... you'll get some strongly worded letters, strongly worded tweets. We're very angry. We're going to keep doing what we're doing in Minnesota. We're not backing down. And really what Trump is doing, if he doesn't do more than what he's doing right now, really what he's just doing is pissing off the left. And then when he's either impeached or his term is up, because I think if they win the House and the Senate, they'll impeach him. But he is going to basically feed us to the fucking wolves. And this is the thing. It's like now or nothing. And people don't realize that. They're like, oh, yeah, Trump's in charge. He's in charge. He'll solve it. And then you got other people over on the other side like, fuck, everything's falling apart. Trump's a fucking sucks Jew dick. Like, I don't know, man. It's just like politics are so crazy right now. It's crazy, man. These people are wild. And they got Dan Bongino coming out, and he's going to attack all the black pillars and grifters. Shut the fuck up, Dan. That was going to be my original show tonight, as I was going to talk about Dan Bongino. I was just going to roast him for like an hour and a half and make fun of him. All right? That'll have to wait till a different day. All right, we got Tampon Timmy to talk about. All right. So apparently South Park did like a rendition of Tim Walz, and we'll have to find that because I thought that was kind of funny. But I also want to actually let's put that on hold. We'll put that on hold, and we'll go back to doing what I was doing. Let's watch the slow-mo video of what transpired today. Just try to bear with me. You have to have a woman explains this video, just to let you know. Usually I don't like that. I don't... Women talking. But this woman explains it, and it's kind of got like slow-mo video, which I thought was good, so I put it in here. It's a woman talking, though, so bear with me.
This is what the Democrats want you to see.
No!
Here's another angle that clearly shows the woman trying to run the officer over with her car.
Hold on. I'm going to make it bigger. That didn't help.
Still not convinced? Look at this angle.
There we go.
She tried to run him over with her car. He had a split-second decision to make. He did not know if she, within a tenth of a second, less than, went like this with the wheel, he would have been dead. So, yeah, if you're gonna run an ICE officer over with your car, there will be consequences. And the Democrats have been pushing this narrative for a year that ICE officers are horrible. They've brainwashed their party into believing that you should run ICE officers over with your car. That's so dangerous for everyone.
They have been pushing that narrative. Like, oh man, these are like the Nazi police and that, they're going to put you in death camps if they fucking catch you and like all kinds of shit. Like, that's why I can't remember where they got shot at. But that was how one of them ICE agents got shot and killed not too long ago. I can't remember where the fuck that was at. It happened like a couple months ago. I think maybe in August, September, something like that. Yeah. I can't remember if that was outside of Chicago. I don't know. Somebody in the chat will probably correct me. But yeah, ICE agent was actually shot and killed. So they've been doing this shit, bro. And they did this to Trump for 10 years. He's a Nazi, Hitler piece of shit, and he's a fascist, and that's why they took a shot at Trump and tried to assassinate him. I mean, it's just the same old fucking playbook. Same playbook. But I don't feel like the right does enough to fucking fight back against it. Especially our, so-called Republican politicians. I don't know what the fuck them guys are. Bunch of fucking sellouts is what they are.
Believing that you should run ICE officers over with your car. That's so dangerous for everyone involved, for the ICE officers, for this woman who tried running an ICE officer over with her car. And it's so unfair because the ICE officers are working tirelessly every single day. They are putting their own lives on the line to help the American people, to make a better country for us. If you don't see that, you are brainwashed. It's very sad.
It is very sad. It's also very sad to listen to a woman the whole time. But here we are. No, I thought it was interesting. It stopped, slowed it down. You could honestly tell the person was like, what they were trying to do is they were trying to hit the officer and also turn their wheel at the same time to fucking get away. They wanted to make a statement. They wanted to hit one of the ICE agents. Okay, they thought they was going to be able to just tag them and get away. And, it didn't work out too well. I don't recommend doing that. So Doomsday Cracker had an interesting take on the sign language lady. Signers look like they're talking about giving a top tier BJ. Oh, that's a good one. Alright, so with all the fraud and shit going on, like with the Somalians and shit, Tim Walz is looking to grasp at anything possible to take the heat off of him. He is under a lot of fucking fire. And I feel like, this is going to help him. This is I don't know. I don't know if this is going to help him. I think it'll take people's minds off the Somalian fraud for a minute. And I think that might be like the primary goal of like hyping this narrative that she did nothing wrong. And it's clear in the video that the ICE agent was operating in self-defense. I mean, it's gonna go. I'm sure they're gonna arrest the guy and like it's gonna go to trial and then he's gonna get off, or I don't know. He might not even get charged. I think it would be stupid because it's obviously self-defense. Whether you like ICE agents, whether you like Trump, whether you like what they're doing as far as deporting people, which I 100% approve the message of deporting people. I think we should deport more people. I think we got to get our numbers up. I think, do I think it's going to happen? No, I don't know. I am cautiously pessimistic. Okay, I will celebrate if we start mass deportations. Maybe something like this is like something that'll kickstart Donald Trump into doing mass deportations. I doubt it, but maybe this is something that it's either going to go one way or the other. Either he's going to go super soft and he's going to take all the ICE agents out of Minnesota and everything's going to go back to normal, or he's going to double down, triple down, and go hard as fuck. And that's what he needs to do. So, just my personal opinion, he needs to go hard as fuck. And he needs to go in there with military if he needs to. Go in there with the National Guard. Go in there with, military if he needs to. And take that shit over, bro. This is the United States. This isn't this isn't Minnesota this isn't Somalian Minnesota. Okay? It just doesn't fucking work like that. And that one dude, what's his name? Mayor Frey. Let's look up what that fucking retard had to say today. I forgot to put a video of him in here. This dude's a fucking fruitcake. Yeah, this dude's a fruitcake. Let's see. Here we go. It's a short clip. Well, let me see if there's a longer clip of it. Here it is. Alright, so this is a CNN clip. Here we go. They're gonna promote this fucking dork.
There's little I can say, again, that'll make this situation better, but I do have a message for our community, for our city.
There's the sign language lady. There's the sign language lady boy, girl man again. Look at this thing, dude. The fuck is that? Is that an Asian he, they, she, them? A Zer? What the fuck is going on here? Oh, anywho. Let's go back a little bit.
For our city. And I have a message for ICE.
So distracting.
To ICE, get the fuck out of Minneapolis.
Ooh, tough guy.
We do not want you here. Your stated reason for being in this city is to create some kind of safety, and you are doing exactly the opposite.
Is he about to cry, dude? His voice cracked a little bit. Whatever they decide to do, I just want Trump to send in, the fucking Delta team to Mayor Frey's house. Okay, I don't know how many's in the fucking Delta team, but send them motherfuckers to his house. Get him out of the bed in the middle of the night, scare the fuck out of him. And make sure you have a body cam or something that, post the footage afterwards, because I want to see what this guy does. He talks tough. Get the fuck out of Minneapolis. We're trying to commit fraud here. We're trying to commit fraud over here. Get out of here.
Safety, and you are doing exactly the opposite. People are being hurt. Families are being ripped apart. Long-term Minneapolis residents that have contributed so greatly to our city, to our culture, to our economy are being terrorized, and now somebody is dead.
Oh yeah, I mean, they're adding so much to the economy, so much to the fucking to the community. They're running daycares with no kids. No. Ripping off. If I lived in Minnesota and I knew that this shit would happen, I would be fucking furious. And it's actually happening pretty close to my house, probably about 2 hours away in Columbus, Ohio. I'm thinking about just getting a camera and just going out and just start going to random daycares around where I'm at and just start fucking knocking on the door, see if I could get my kid Joey into their fucking daycare. Oh shit. Oh shit, yeah. I appreciate you. Is this you, Dusty Tard? I don't know if I can pull up Rumble Super Chats on here. Oh, I can't. Oh, yeah. So Dusty sent a $5 Super Chat on Rumble. I don't think I could do it. I don't think I can pull it up on StreamYard. If you can, I don't know how. But it says, loving the setup, just missing some handicapped midget dolls. Oh, shit. Now you got me fucking going. I'm gonna have to get me some handicap. I know they sell handicap Barbies and shit. I had to bring them up. Yeah, I appreciate you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Appreciate you. Yeah, but look at the angry sign language person. Look at this freeze frame. Hey, what up, Alex? Alex in the chat. What up? What up? We got Great White Wolf in the chat. We got HBR in the chat. Who else we got in here? I know BJ's in here. Doomsday Cracker. I know there was a few more people in here, too. Cody Lee was in here. Jeff was in here. All right. Let's run it back. Just a little bit.
Being terrorized, and now somebody is dead. That's on you. And it's also on you to leave. It's on you to make sure that further damage, further loss of life and injury is not done. We're going to be working towards justice as quickly as we possibly can right now. And justice is what we've all got to get.
Oh, you want them to shut it down so nobody else gets hurt. I don't think that's gonna work.
There's little I can say.
I say you shut it down so nobody else gets hurt. I mean, that's a fair exchange, right? To shut down your protesters so nobody else gets hurt. Because that's eventually what's gonna happen. You know, let's be honest here. It's gonna happen. Somebody else is gonna get hurt. I actually called it like 4 or 5 months ago. I said that somebody's gonna die in one of these ICE raids, and it's gonna turn into another George Floyd. And I didn't say Minnesota. I think it was when they were either in LA or Chicago. I said it, and I'm right. I mean, I'm gonna find the clip and post it, but I am right. I did like what Nick had to say today. Nick posted on X today. I did like what he had to say, which let me go to that real quick. Me and Nick were pretty much on the same page when it comes to like ICE agents and what Trump has to do and all that bullshit. So hold on, let me pull his tweet up. Don't put Joey in a daycare. He'll just get raped. So Nick came out. He posted today. He's on a hiatus. He's on his generational run. He's on a generational vacation. So a generational nap. But he did wake up from his nap today and post this. It says, anyone who obstructs ICE should be arrested immediately. Enough is enough. The feds have the authority to deport illegal immigrants, and Trump has a political mandate for mass deportations. This is an insurrection and should be put down with full force of the federal government. Truth. Whether you like it or not, whether it looks pretty or not, that is the route they're going to have to go. Or you're going to just keep having these same situations. And I'll say this, if it was like summertime and shit would be popping off all over the place. And I'm telling you, I just don't see I don't see it becoming a huge, like, George Floyd 2020 Summer of Love protest, because it's fucking cold. All right? I just don't see people in Minnesota, maybe I'll be wrong, but rioting when it's fucking 10 degrees outside. If they do, I just wouldn't even mess with them, bro. I'd just let them freeze to death. Shoot them with water pistols. Like big-ass fire hoses from fire trucks. I mean, that's all you'd have to do. Let them freeze to death. Oh, anyway. So I did like what Nick had to say. I think that's the best route to go, in my personal opinion. I think you're going to have to... I think you're going to have to go in with full force. You're going to have to shut it down. I've been saying this since LA. I know for a fact, I've been saying this since LA, like we're doing like these half measures type shit and it just doesn't work. We need to go in, mass deportations, shut the shit down, and just fucking, you know, I mean, you're going to get bad publicity either way. And I think Trump gets into like this mode where like he doesn't want to be looked at as a bad guy. And it's like, dude, do what the people want you to do. Do what your base wants you to do. And your base is to deport. They want you to deport illegal immigrants, and they want you to put America first. Done neither one of those so far. Okay? Now, some people might look at the Venezuela situation and say, well, that's kind of putting America first. But I think there's some kind of Jewry involved in that. I mean, it probably benefits the Jews in some way. All right? And that's just me being honest. I'm not joking either. I do like the idea of going in and just fucking taking their shit. Okay? I think that's how we should be. You know, on this side of the hemisphere, if you're over here, you're either going to play ball with the United States or you're going to get your shit taken. And you might get stolen in the middle of the night. That's just how. I mean, I think that is. I don't know. I thought Trump did some I didn't fully agree with it, but I thought, like, when I stepped away from it with the shit with Venezuela, I thought, damn, dude, I'm not going to lie, that's pretty fucking badass. You just go into this country and you take their leader in the middle of the fucking night. Yeah, it's great. And then you got the liberals that are like, they kidnapped him in the middle of the night. And the Venezuelan people are out celebrating in the streets and shit. Yeah, that whole situation. And that's kind of what I was going to talk about tonight, too, before this shit in Minnesota happened. Is I was going to talk about Venezuela. I was going to talk about Dan Bongino. I might still talk about Dan Bongino. Dan Bongino is a fucking dork. And if you're still watching Dan Bongino's show in 2026, you are part of the problem. Okay? Dan, let's just switch gears altogether, okay? Fuck it. We're going in right now. We might go back to this story, but I feel like talking shit about Dan Bongino for a minute. Dan Bongino did a show for fucking 8 years talking about how bad the deep state was and how we need to flush them out, you know, we need to hold these people accountable. We need to prosecute these people. We need to take down the deep state. We got to release the Epstein files. And so on and so forth for fucking 8 years. I never listened to his show. I thought it was annoying. I thought most of it was horse shit. It's what they call, in my opinion, MAGA slop. All right, that's what it's turned into. And I'm an OG MAGA guy, okay? I loved some of that shit for a while. It was fun, okay? Yeah, we're going to get the deep state. Hillary Clinton's going to fucking jail. Obama ordered $60,000 of fucking hot dogs to the White House, which is fucking true. But no, you got to come to the realization nobody's going to jail. Nobody's going to jail. And it's fucking sad, bro. And sometimes you just got to laugh at it. You know, because it's just not going to happen, bro. It's just not going to, they're not going to arrest their own people. And that's just where I'm at politically. I mean, I rode with Trump until I just can't do it anymore, bro. He's going to have to do something. Besides sending a strongly worded Truth Social post. Whatever the fuck you call them. And I just downloaded Truth Social again. I had an account. I don't know what happened to it. I think it might have got deleted or something. But I downloaded it again the other day. And I get on there and it's like, God. You think X is a fucking like, what do they call it? A echo chamber? Yeah, go over to Truth Social. That shit's fucking crazy. Like some of the stuff they're talking about. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I like Donald Trump. I'm hoping for the best, but I haven't seen shit yet. I mean, I want to see a little bit more. Dan Bongino, he's second in charge, okay? Dan Bongino, second in charge in the FBI. All right? He can really do some good. He has high influence in one of the most corrupt, if not the most corrupt law enforcement agency in the United States. Okay? Second in command. And he walks away from it to go back to podcasting. You can't fucking make this shit up, bro. And the whole Dan Bongino thing is just crazy. Because I thought I had a clip saved. Maybe I don't. I don't know. I think I do. I'm still scrolling. I thought I had one saved of Dan Bongino talking reckless. Just talking reckless shit. That none of it came true. Hold on. I thought I had it bookmarked and I didn't. Thought they were going to have a real Team America. Well, no, if people don't start getting sent to Gitmo, people aren't going to take it much longer, in my opinion. I agree, bro. They're not going to take it much longer. I mean, I think a lot of people, that's why you're seeing the so-called extreme right. No, what people call the extreme right now, 10 years ago, they were Trump supporters, okay? 10 years ago, they were on board with Make America Great Again. And now, it's just people that have seen through the fucking bullshit. Like, they've just seen, like, dude, where are the mass arrests? Where are the mass deportation? Where's our fucking border wall? Where's helping our economy? Because I don't know about you, but my grocery bill's still the fucking same. My electric bill's still the same. My gas bill's still the same. Okay? They talked about, like, reducing credit card interest rates, this and that. Hasn't fucking done that. Jews get more money. We get more illegals. Oh, shit. It is true. Sad, but very sad, but true. Hold on. Let me see what we got going on here. There's a video in here with him talking about the Epstein files. Hold on. Here it is. I found it.
Listen,
I found it. So this is Dan Bongino, okay? This is why I can't stand Dan Bongino. I didn't really like him before. I definitely don't like him now. But here he is. This is 2023 and what he had to say about Epstein.
Listen, that Jeffrey Epstein story is a big deal. Please do not let that story go. Keep your eye on this. Catherine Rumler, we need to keep the heat on this case, folks. There are a lot of people who are knee deep in the Washington swamp who are not telling you the truth about serious allegations out there that Epstein may have had video and audio of people out there doing things they shouldn't have been doing. And you should be asking yourself the question, how is it that all these people, the CIA director, the Obama fixer, Bill Clinton, all intersected paths with Jeffrey Epstein? Jeffrey Epstein isn't with us anymore, and nobody seems to want to talk about it. Outside of a few entrepreneurial media outlets saying, hey, this is a big deal.
He killed himself. You want me to...
So now we're switching gears to 2025, and this is what he says about Epstein. This is after he's joined the FBI, second in charge. And look at his face, dude. It looks like they just whipped the shit out of him. Like, beat the brakes off of him for like fucking 2 months. And he comes out and says this shit.
And you want me to... I've seen the whole file. He killed himself.
Listen, that Jeffrey Epstein
He says,
story...
I've seen the whole file. He killed himself. So he goes back on everything he said. Everything he stood for fucking years. It wasn't just 2 years. It was like 8 years, bro. So, and I'm trying to find the whole, like, there's another clip of him with Tim Pool's show, which I'll pull that up. So here's Dan Bongino on Tim Pool's show.
I'm in a green room at Fox, and I'm not going to say who because they didn't give me permission to share it. But the short story, but I don't know who they are. It says, Epstein's an intelligence asset for people in the Middle East, right? I'm like, no, I didn't know that. I'm like, you sure of that? The person, let's say, is like, I'm absolutely sure of that. That he's either a witting or unwitting asset, intelligence asset, meaning his plane and that island, the cameras, there's a big assumption out there that these videotapes were exclusively in the custody of Epstein. That's a huge mistake. The reason they wanted this story to go away is because there's an assumption like, oh yeah, Epstein had him. No, he wasn't the only one who had him, according to this source. These assets, that's why this blackmail story makes so much sense. Which Middle Eastern countries they are, I don't know. But this person, who's a very, very good reporter, I mean, aces, right? Swore Epstein was either a witting or unwitting intelligence asset, and they may have had his plane wired up, and they're the ones who have all this stuff. So the point is, to sum it up, how do you know some of these countries aren't going to some of these power players who aren't making decisions? Because, hey, you wouldn't want this video out there, right? How do you know?
100%.
I mean, let's.
Bro, this is what I'm going to say about Dan Bongino. You can't never trust a thing this motherfucker says anymore. And I'm going to say it. Truth. You can't. You can't trust anything he said. Because it just, I don't know. Hold on. I want to get the full, like, there's an interview with him and Kash Patel out there too. Here we go. Oh, okay, never mind. That's him vowing. Here we go. So Alex Jones, like before I play this video, Alex Jones says about this clip, he says they both look like they're being held hostage. The body language over the top, bad. First they claim Epstein killed himself, and now this. Like, this is more of the Epstein shit, I think.
We've been personally briefed extensively on every single detail, nugget, tendril of this case. One is actively in court right now, so
I know that Dan Bongino's reporting on the platform of Rumble was diligent, assiduous, and very deliberate and caring, very passionate, authentic man is how I found him to be. But I believe that when you cross a threshold into power, essentially you're met with some extraordinary and terrifying.
Fuck Russell Brand. I ain't worried about him. I thought that was a full clip, but it wasn't. Hold on. I know I can find it. It's almost like they tried to scrub it off the fucking internet or something. Here's Kash Patel. You can't trust anything that Kash Patel or Dan Bongino says again. And Dan Bongino is number 2 in the fucking FBI. And instead of staying in and doing some real fucking, real work and like having somebody on our side, which is the MAGA side, he decides to fucking step down and go back to his luxurious life of podcasting. Okay? And the amount of nut hugging on the fucking internet for Dan Bongino was wild, bro. You go to X and you just type his name in, and the amount of people that were like, Dan's finally coming home. He's going to go back to podcasting where he belongs, and he can help fight the deep state. Like, you dumb fucks. He was right in the middle of it. If he wanted to fight it, he would have done it from right in that position. What the fuck is like what I do as a podcaster, and I understand Dan has millions of followers, millions of subscribers, okay? But what he does as a podcaster doesn't mean shit, okay? Most of the people that watch his show have already decided whether they are right or left, whether Trump's the good guy or whether the left's the fucking bad guys. Like, they've already made their minds up. Okay? Where he could have made everlasting and critical change is being number 2 in the FBI. You never know. He could have been number 1 at some point. But I think this is a clip of Cash Patel talking about Epstein.
You said Jeffrey Epstein committed suicide. People don't believe it.
Well, I mean, listen, they have a right to their opinion, but as someone who has worked as a public defender, as a prosecutor, who's been in that prison system, who's been in the Metropolitan Detention Center, who's been in segregated housing, you know a suicide when you see one, and that's what that was.
He killed himself. You want me to? I've seen the whole file. He killed himself.
I know it's hard work. You said.
Yeah, that just doesn't look good. They look like they're being held hostage. Okay. Yeah, I don't think they can ever be trusted again. But that's just my opinion. So, and it's wild. It's wild stuff. Oh, let's hear what Dan's got to say now. I guess he went back on his old show and I don't know if he's being interviewed by the girl that was doing the show for him while he was gone. Oh my God. So Dan has decided, and he actually got into an argument with Matt Gaetz yesterday, okay? But he's decided what his goal is when he comes back to podcasting. Instead of going after the deep state, he's going after, what did he say? Black pillars, whiners, and complainers in the MAGA movement. That's his new goal. And when I read that and I heard that today, I thought maybe it's not Dan wanting out of the FBI. Maybe people in the Trump administration was like, Dan would be better if he wasn't in the FBI and he was doing podcasting, because we already lost Charlie Kirk. And then Dan Bongino's gone and he's in the FBI. That's just one of my theories that I thought of today, is that they sent Dan Bongino back to get the people back on Trump's side. Now, I could be wrong, but I want to see what he said tonight. Apparently, he went live not too long ago. Let's listen to what Dan Bongino's got to say. So, he switched his whole grifting. He's no longer grifting of getting down to the truth about Epstein and arresting deep state people. He's more concerned with people like Nick Fuentes, Candace Owens, maybe even Alex Jones, all right? He's more concerned about the people that are complaining and blackpilling, which makes zero fucking sense. But let's listen to this grifter for a second.
Endless complaining, then just don't watch the shows. It's okay. Like, this is a constitutional republic. You're not obligated to listen to my show. Justin, what was the line on the air with Jim? It's not a freaking airport, man. You don't have to announce your departure. Like, you get these black pillars. The thing about black pillars, where everything sucks all the time, is they're like, well, we're demanding accountability, but you're not great. So am I. That's not. You're endlessly complaining about things you don't know anything about. Like, that's all you do. Like, he'll shut down.
Is the volume bad?
Why wasn't it 0?
I don't know why the volume's. Oh, okay. Hold up. Is the volume real low? My bad. It should be good now. Let me run it back.
Endless complaining, then just don't.
Is that
watch
better?
the shows. It's okay. Like, this is a constitutional republic. You're not obligated to listen to my show. Justin, what was the line on the air with Jim? It's not a freaking airport, man. You don't have to announce your departure. Like, you get these black pillars. The thing about black pillars, where everything sucks all the time, is they're like, well, we're demanding accountability, but you're not great. So am I. That's not. You're endlessly complaining about things you don't know anything about. Like, that's all you do. Like, he'll shut down the border, 10 people across the month. Why wasn't it 0? Okay, well, can you just acknowledge going from 1 million to 10 is a big deal? That way, and there's a cost to that.
This is the thing, okay? The border is secure, okay? Like, they've, like, as far as people coming into the country, they've basically shut down the border. They've been monitoring that a lot better. It's not wide open like it was with Joe Biden. But the problem is we've let 10 to 20 illegal immigrants into our country. And let's just go with the low side of 10 million. Let's say that 10 million illegal immigrants came in under Joe Biden. That means we need to average 2.5 million deportations a year under Trump. Okay? The last time I've seen it, the numbers of deportations, it's anywhere from 300 to 500,000 people have been deported, decapitated, whatever. Deported. But yeah, that's the thing. Like, that's where we're at with this. So when he says shit like that, like, well, 10 people is better than 10 million. It's like, shut the fuck up. Like, dude, don't feed me this line of bullshit. And that's what this dude is. He's just a bullshit. He's just a bullshitter, man, is what it comes down to.
Million to 10 is a big deal. That way, and there's a cost to that. And the cost you see is in, polling numbers around the midterms. You can't let this negative vibe constantly set in. That doesn't mean healthy debates about policy are not welcome. Hey, I'm not a big tariff guy. I've said that 1,000 times. Debating policies are fine. I think a lot of the so-called damage from the tariffs was dramatically over-exaggerated. Even people who don't like them haven't acknowledged that now. The economy's motoring, 4% growth. But the black pill complaining and whining all the time about the administration, it's just like, man, what team are you on? Holy Moses, man. So you don't have to watch.
We're on the team where I'm on the team of America first, okay? I'm on the team that doesn't have Jewish people over here on this side, okay? Like, as far as Zionists, all right? I want to be on the team where the Zionists aren't at. I want to be on the team that doesn't want to bomb Iran, that doesn't want to start a new war with Israel as far as, like, just doing Israel's bidding. I want to be on the side where we have mass deportations, where we're not bringing 400,000 Chinese students into our country. That's the fucking side I'm on, okay? I'm on the side of America and Americans first, okay? All this H-1B visas, bringing 400,000 Chinese students over here, fuck that. Shut it down. Shut the border down for legal immigration. Shut it down for illegal immigration until we can get shit sorted out. And then we can open it back up a little bit for legal immigration. Okay, but we don't know what the fuck is coming and going right now. We ain't got the slightest fucking clue. You're telling me that these Somalians have been in Minnesota for probably, I think it was like something like 8 to 10 years these Somalians have been in Minnesota, and we're just now finding out that they're stealing $500 billion a year in tax money to run daycares that don't fucking exist. That's how you know we have a problem. Hello? We have a fucking problem. And until we can get all that shit sorted out, there should be no talk of bringing any more immigrants into this country. Shut it the fuck down. But they won't do that. I'm on that side. I'm on putting the American people first. And this administration has shown that it's not doing that.
Whining all the time about the administration. It's just like, man, what team are you on?
Yeah, I don't believe that number. 1.5 million self-deportations, I don't believe that number. I mean, I do believe there are some self-deportations, but 1.5 million is crazy. Even so, let's say the 1.5 million, 300,000 to 500,000 deportations, like the ones that we've deported. We're still under the 2.5 million mark, in my opinion. Like, that's how we have, let's just say, because I think that number, 10 million, illegal immigrants came into this country under Biden. I think that is a low number. I'm thinking it's more closer to 20 million. The only thing I know is that Springfield, Ohio is still battling Haitians and trying to get them out of the city. Okay, the citizens are trying to get them out. The Springfield, Ohio government is trying to keep them. And we've heard nothing about Springfield at all. Send ICE agents to Springfield. Let's do that. Let's get all the fucking Haitians out of here. But anyway. I'm just getting all fucking fired up now. Fuck Haitians, dude. Them dudes they're fucking dirty, they're rude, and they're fucking lazy, bro. They're lazy. I don't give a shit. Anybody that says that Haitians have a good work ethic, you haven't lived around them. Okay, they're fucking lazy. Anywho.
Fun. Holy Moses, man. So you don't have to watch. It's okay. There's a door. Go find the freaking exits, because I don't really give a shit. I'm not here for anybody's money or anything like that. I'm too old for that shit.
I'm not here for anybody's money. Yeah, I'm sure you're not here for anybody's money, because you've already made a shit ton of money off of people fucking grifting. And that's the problem I have. Now, if he would have just come back, humbly went into his podcast and said, look, guys, I tried. I was unsuccessful. I wasn't able to do everything I wanted to do. I feel like I let you guys down. If he would have came in there and just humbly admitted defeat, a lot of people would have fucking rallied behind him. But he come out and said he's going to go after these black pillars and these people that are trying to go against the movement. And it's like, the fuck are you talking about, buddy? I don't think you don't have the slightest clue of what we're doing and what we're going through as, an everyday American. Yeah, I got the slightest clue. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good start. I don't know. Put him in prison for life? I don't know. I say a few public hangings and you would fucking get the message across. I don't know if life, but yeah, some hefty prison time sentences, fines, shit like that. Yeah. I'd get the message pretty quick. I love the dude that told the Somali, you're trespassing in my country. I don't know if I've seen that one. I did like this video today. This was before the lady got shot in Minnesota. I was going to play this video, so I'll just do it. This is before the lady got shot in Minnesota. This is what the ICE agents were battling against in Minnesota while trying to deport illegal immigrants. This is the type of shit they were dealing with.
This my shit. All the girls don't be like this. Few times been around that track, so it's not just gonna happen.
Ain't no holla back, girl. Shot that motherfucker right in the face. Go back, dude. Look at that shit, dude. He tried to touch one. Watch what he tries to do. He's got a hold of him right here. His vest or something, bro. And he found out real quick you ain't fucking around.
This my shit. All the girls don't be like this. Few times been around that track, so it's not just gonna happen like.
Hey, what up, Forrest? Forrest in the chat. Can't stay long, but just wanted to say much love to you, bro. And I see HBR in here. Much love to you, too. Appreciate you, Forrest. I ain't been doing a whole lot of music stuff, bro. And doing a little bit of politics and shit. But good to see you, brother. Yeah. And the caption to this video is even funnier. It says, inject this directly into my veins. Oh, it was great. Yeah, just deport them already. Apparently, J.D. Vance just calls for Tim Walz to resign. So let's go through. Let's see what all we got going on here. Oh shit, that's crazy. There's the inside of the person's car. That's crazy. Look, I don't want anybody to die, okay? I'm just putting it that way. But the truth of the matter is, the way shit's going, it's gonna happen. The left has these people so fucking brainwashed into believing that, you know, parking your car in the middle of a street to impede a federal investigation into like deporting illegal immigrants is a smart thing to do. It makes logical sense. In that situation, yeah, you're gonna get shot. Stuff's gonna happen, bro. Yeah, so. Yep, alright. Let's see what else we got going on here. I'm just browsing through my X account with you guys. I'm surprised I haven't seen any like, I've been seeing a lot of like the OnlyFans girls, like with their pictures, and it says Grok, put me in a bikini. It's like, fuck, dude. And nobody wants to see your ran through shit on the fucking internet, bro. Oh shit. I don't know what the fuck this is. I do want to. Let's see. I haven't seen this video. Let's check this one out. See if something funny happens.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4. We've got millions of free child place holidays available with 20...
I was not expecting that. Snatched her weave right off her fucking head, bro. Let's watch that again. There we go. Watch this again.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4. We've got millions of free child place holidays available with 20...
Oh, that's great. That's good stuff, bro. Oh, shit. Here we go. Here we go. I got him out. I'm telling you, dude, I'm not trying to be a dick. I think you should be able to protest and all that happy horse shit. But I am not against hitting these people with a fire hose in 20-degree weather or however cold it is. Hold on. It says, foreign flags are being waved. Swarms of leftists are chanting "fuck ICE" in the streets of Minneapolis. These are traitors. All of them should be deported. They literally support the murder of federal agents. Realize what is going on. Okay. Thanks, Eric. Thanks for the fucking news, bud. Let's watch the video. I guess this is now in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Okay. They're taking to the streets. Are we going to have a winter of love? We already had a summer of love back in 2020. Are we going to have a winter of love? Let's see. You can't convince me that some of that stuff isn't like paid for, like they're, you know, somebody's funding it, but it is what it is. We'll see what happens. I'll keep an eye on it. Anything else happens, I will definitely do like a breaking news live stream. I'm not too concerned about it, though. I think Trump does need to go in there and shut it down. Oh, geez, here we go. Oh, fuck. Maybe it is going to be their George Floyd 2026 edition. This is an aerial view. An aerial view. Crazy. Alright, you get the point. It's an aerial view. Yeah, I agree. The left just can't accept accountability for their actions. I agree. I agree. Let's see if we got anything else. Oh, and one of the stories that people are ignoring here lately, there was a transgender that tried to break into J.D. Vance's Ohio home. I might have to cover that. I might cover that Friday. Just talk about it a little bit. Oh, God. I can't stand Dan Bongino. I'm not watching that shit anybody. I'm not watching that shit anymore. We got a bunch of different clips out. I'm not giving any more life to that dude. Okay, so let me see what this is.
He's going to commit violence. Like, these people are insane.
All right, so this is a video showing what was going on before the lady got shot today. And it's got this little Asian dude giving commentary, which I don't know who he is. So let's just see what he says.
Kill someone else! Kill someone else! Kill someone else!
Maybe this was after they killed that girl. I don't know.
Look, even there's so many people saying that right now. Kill someone else. Like, they're egging them on. They want people to die. They want to be shot. They want someone to be shot so that they have a reason, a moral reason, a political reason to commit violence. Like, these people are insane. These people are insane. Marine's Blood, what's up? Thanks for the follow. If I was there...
Appreciate you, Forrest. Appreciate you, man. Have a good night.
In person, in those protests, I would say, hey guys, relax. Relax. We don't want people to die. But these liberals are freaking insane. They are egging on the ICE agents. They want people to die. They're absolutely insane. Using an umbrella as a shield against a pepper spray. Ah!
Go another way! Move! Go another way! Move! Go another way!
Like, move! Like, move! You're not a martyr for some great grand cause. Can you imagine? I don't understand this headspace, okay? Can someone please explain this? And if you are of this mindset, I want to ask, what the heck is going on in your head? You are putting your lives on the line for foreign invaders. Like, these white liberals are putting their lives on the line for who? For who? What is the goal? They're protecting who? Foreign invaders in their own country. You know, for all of history, people used to die in order to defend their home against foreign invaders. Now these white liberals are defending their own government from deporting foreign invaders. They're defending foreign invaders from their own government, okay? And they are attacking law enforcement officers that are trying to deport people who don't belong here. You know what? You know what you used to call those kind of people in the past? And you know what they actually are? They're traitors. They're absolute traitors.
Fucking traitors. Yeah, I agree. Treasonous fucking traitors.
Traitors. They are protecting
and giving privileges to foreign nationals, foreign invaders over their own people. So what's going on right now, guys, it's not just politics, right? It's not just simply politics. It's something very deep. It's something much deeper. And there's something wrong with them. There's seriously something wrong with them. Why are you committing this act of essentially treason? What are they asking? What I don't understand. I will never understand that. You are putting your lives on the line and being violent and protesting for what? To protect foreign invaders in your own country. You know how ridiculous that sounds? That's an act of treason. And for people who are traitors, they should be punished. They should. What are you doing trying to protect foreign nationals? And if it's foreign nationals trying to protect other foreign nationals, that makes sense. Again, same thing, denaturalize and deport. But these people, what are you doing? What are you doing? Defending foreigners.
Damn, little Jackie Chan, he's on to something there, man. He fucking got it. The guy, I don't know that guy. I thought he was going to play more of like what was actually going on. But I kind of liked his opinion. It was good. It was good. Jackie Chan was spot on, bro. Alright, so. Oh, Lord. We're going to have a bunch of protests. Oh, shit. Okay, I guess this was like 5 hours ago.
Leaving the scene, just having some protesters.
I did not see this. We'll watch this. We'll see if there's anything else new. And then I'm going to wrap it up. But this is, I guess this is the rioters and protesters kicking out the Minneapolis Police Department. Which, you know, I don't know.
Okay, it looks like they are throwing snowballs as the officers are leaving. So again, I believe it was a state patrol, and we did see some MPD officers who were leaving that scene. Hennepin County telling us that their sheriff's deputies have not been on that scene, but it looks like as officers are leaving the scene, just having some protesters or bystanders, agitators throwing some snowballs at them as they leave. We saw this earlier.
We did.
Well.
Yep, we saw this exact thing earlier, and this was targeted toward ICE agents at that particular time. But now, as you mentioned, this is MPD, BCA was on scene, the sheriff's department as well. And as this street is opening up here, you can see a lot of these protesters, these people in the community responding to this. And now we're having an aerial view here of what we have been seeing, what we did see earlier, and now it's once again you can see them throwing some of those snowballs at those vehicles, some of which we can see have just drove off as well. Yeah.
That's when you go, you get the riot gear, you get the fucking rubber bullets, and you go back. Alright? Just start fucking really pissing them off. Yeah, Doomsday, they're actually out. It's cold as shit. There was like a video.
Okay,
oh, hold on.
Like they are throwing snowballs.
There's this video right here. They're out.
About what happened here. What are your big questions about the investigation ahead?
At nighttime, they're outside, bro. They're gonna protest. This is gonna turn into winter of love. They're gonna burn this fucking city down, probably.
There's so many different ways that we have covered this, and as I've discussed, there's so many different viewpoints and perspectives about what happened here. What are your big questions about the investigation ahead?
The big question for me is, how are we, and I say we, going to politicians, elected officials, and very powerful people?
I'm watching it on my other screen, but my big-headed, you're just watching my big-headed ass.
There's so many different ways that we have covered this, and as I've discussed, there's so many different viewpoints and perspectives about what happened here. What are your big questions about the investigation ahead?
The big question for me is, how are we, and I say we, going to politicians, elected officials, and very powerful people?
What up, Frank? Frank the Tank in the chat.
How are we going to come to a conversation thread when we can work cohesively together for common missions and common goals. We are so far away from that as a nation, and it troubles many, many of us, not just in law enforcement, but just good citizens that really want to work collectively, regardless of your party affiliation, and try to make things better for brothers and sisters and moms and dads and things like that. The big question would be, what is it going to take to bring calm so we can work collectively and address the complex law enforcement mission that they've been?
Well, I'll say this, what it's going to take for a calm, collective resolution, okay? Let me just break it down for you from a fundamental...
There's so many different...
From a fundamental fucking standpoint, okay? Let me break it down for you. You're going to have to deport the illegal immigrants. The illegal immigrants got to go back. Okay, all the illegal Somalians, all the Somalians over there committing fraud, they got to go. They got to go back. All right? Period. End of discussion. There is no compromise. I don't care if they're a brother, a sister, a husband, a dad, a mom. I don't give a fuck. A kid, they got to go back. Bye. There is no more, there's no discussion, dude. There's no discussion. And that's why we will never get to the point of a calm, collective resolution. It's not going to happen, okay? Because they want the right to bend to illegal immigrants and just immigrants in general, because they want to turn this country into a multiculturalism shit show. Okay? They want to take foreign people from every country, blend it all together in one big shit pot, and they want you to literally eat shit while people steal your country. Illegal immigrants, foreign invaders steal our country. It's just that simple. If you're not awake to that yet, you can't see that. You can't see the writing on the fucking wall. Okay? There's not much helping you. Okay? I don't know what else I can do for you. The writing's on the wall, bro. They're trying to replace... I think they're trying to replace white people in general, period. But they're also trying to make it to the point where even other races, such as black people or Asians or Hispanic people that have been here a couple generations or whatever, they're trying to make it to where they can't fucking live either. And if you ask a Hispanic person that's been here for a couple generations, they don't want illegal immigrants here. Okay, you ask black, I guarantee you walk the streets of Minnesota and you ask, normal people off the street, like, hey, do you want Somalians here stealing and defrauding our system? They would say no. Okay? We'll have to see how this protest plays out. We'll have to see what happens, but I don't think it's going to be good. Is it 100% organic? Probably not. It's probably people from all different states, all different cities. So, yeah. A large protest taking place in downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. Protesters are now beginning to march towards. Yeah, we'll just have to see what happens. But they're marching tonight. Anyway, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. Like I said, I'm gonna keep my phone close to me. If something happens throughout the night, I might go live again covering the protest. Like if the protest started to get out of hand, shit starts getting crazy, I'll probably go live again and we'll cover it. But this is what it looks like right now. Okay? This was posted at 8:30, about an hour ago.
This is the time to rise up and continue to fight.
So this is what they're chanting in the streets. So it could get pretty ugly.
Rise up, take a stand! Rise up, take a stand!
Rise up, take a stand. No one's illegal on stolen land. Yeah. You can't make this shit up.
Pay attention to who uses their voice. This isn't the time to be silent. This is the time to rise up and continue to fight for the people. Rest in peace.
Every time I hear some dumb fuckery like this, I like to remind people that this land wasn't stolen. This land was conquered just like any other land. Okay? Like any other fucking country. Okay? It was conquered by white European settlers. Okay? Whether you like that or not, it's the truth. We outsmarted them, and we fucking murdered them and took their shit. History's a scary fucking story, okay? But it's fucking true. Yeah. And until somebody can come over here and do the same shit, this is our fucking country. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and jump off. Really piss you off before I drop off. But that's pretty much it. I'm going to keep an eye on this shit. See what the fuck happens. So Myron just went live, and his live is called Boots All on Necks All 2026. We're back. Yeah. I don't see it. I just don't, what the fuck? I just don't see us being that aggressive. Yeah. Hold on. Just trying to see if there's any other protest stuff, and there's not. Not yet. Not yet. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up for the night. I appreciate you guys coming through. Appreciate you guys hanging out. It's pretty much it from me today. Alright? I appreciate you guys. Have a good rest of your evening. God bless you. God bless your families. And God bless the United States of America. I'm out. As soon as I do this.
The trouble with our liberal friends is not that they're ignorant. It's just that they know so much that isn't so.
Ain't nobody trailblazing. Rap game is in a stale placing. Sales looking like snails racing. All the males ain't men. Hold their fingers up to hail Satan. Bet them niggas got their nails painted. It's an agenda. Everybody thinking they could change their gender. I could join the WNBA and play center. Just identify as a they, them. And if it makes sense, then they censor. It's a brain bender. Internet feel like a hive mind. We need protection from text, speech, a high crime. Reject the TOS and be arrested. See, the best thing you could do is respect the fucking guidelines. Pro-establishment, these activists are full of it. Act like they compassionate, but that's a bunch of Bolshevik. Fascists are in fashion, see they capping from the look of it. Leninists are really menaces, there ain't no benefits to Marxism. I don't even feel like rhyming, it's Marxism. If you seeking, then you'll find out it's Marxism. I'll repeat it one more time, that is Marxism. For the people left behind, Marxism. They ain't even trying to hide it, it's Marxism. You don't see it, then you blind, cause it's Marxism. Maybe read between the lines, this is Marxism. Imagine being on their side. People united will never be defeated. Evilish tyrants forever will be scheming. We wasting time with the petty disagreements. Devil and his demons are pledging the allegiance. Why you think that they attacking masculinity and silencing men time and time and again? I won't pretend that we ain't kinda intense, but violence in men's the only line of defense. The smartest way to bring a nation to its knees. Take who keep it safe, emasculate them till they weak. Shame us for our nature and berate us when we speak. Ask her how a day, now you a rapist and a creep. Tell a woman she don't need to seek a husband. Why she reproducing when she could just be productive? Freeze your eggs, go and be a breadwinner. The bun ain't even cooked, so it's cool to clean the oven. Female empowerment is titties on the gram. Posting your pics for a pitiful lonely man that wasn't creeping to that subscription to OnlyFans. Feminists are really menaces, there ain't no benefits to Marxism. I don't even feel like rhyming, it's Marxism. If you seeking, then you'll find out it's Marxism. I'll repeat it one more time, that is Marxism. For the people left behind, Marxism. They ain't even trying to hide it, it's Marxism. You don't see it, then you blind, cause it's Marxism. Maybe read between the lines, this is Marxism. Imagine being on their side. People united will never be defeated. Evilish tyrants forever will be scheming. We wasting time with the petty disagreements. Devil and his demons are pledging the allegiance. People united will never be defeated. Evilish tyrants forever will be scheming. We wasting time with the petty disagreements. Devil and his demons are pledging the allegiance.
You know, someone very profoundly once said many years ago that if fascism ever comes to America, it'll come in the name of liberalism.
My people of this country and we're under attack. They banning us, they cancel us for speaking the facts. If you man enough, come stand with us, take USA back. And every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is America.